Hello, welcome back. Today I've got an issue with my controller. What it does, when you pull the trigger ever so slightly or when you let off, there's some spikes in the power. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what I've started to do. Seems to work well. And I'll tell you what I was doing. I'll tell you what I was doing now. I was actually just cleaning these out by blowing compressed air into these holes, operating the trigger and just trying to blow compressed air. The problem what I find with that is inside the can of gas is moisture, and you're basically blowing water onto that guide, that brass guide, or I think it is sort of like a brass coppery guide, and it will tarnish in time. I mean, even if it's hot and you're sweating, you find that it will collect moisture. So as I say, what we'll do, I'll quickly just do it as is, show you how I do it, as I do it. These controllers have got 3 screws, we'll just pop those out. Now, the other side of these screws, a very, very small nut. You don't want to lose that. It's 3, these come apart, clamshell. This is a very old Truspeed Scalextrics Sport digital controller. You see it's version 5. It's not bad, it actually feels, it's got a lot more low down control. That one. I've got a version 7 and version 8 as well. Right. So what you want to do, you want to get your cloth and just spray a little bit of contact cleaner, just like that, and fold that up into a point. Now you want to be really careful with this because you don't want to be stressing those metallic fins. So to start with, I'm not pressing hard, I'm just going over, I'm not going near the blade. Just want to get that. I'm really not pressing hard at all. I can see that the cleaner is on there, it's drying really quick. That's it, that's enough. And what I do, really you should get maybe another cloth, but I'll just get the opposite end of the cloth, get my Yo MX3 Inox, tiny, I don't anything spraying over to there, tiniest little bit on there, tiniest little bit, really small, small as you can get it. I'll end up spraying a load on there now. Right, tiny, maybe I'll go a little bit more. Right, tiniest little amount, a couple of little drops there, but what I'll do now, just wear that into the cloth. You can see it on my finger, it's really slick. So I wear that into the cloth so it's not rubbing the excess stuff on my fingers away. And again, get your cloth into a small point. And this again, this isn't like you're laying loads down, just putting it on. There's loads on there. Because it's the first time, I mean I could probably dab that onto that wood to get rid of it, but that wood's not very clean. That's it. So place that back down. And this controller is probably more familiar, well, more what you're familiar with of late with Truspeed. So I didn't demonstrate this on the other one because you're more likely to see this controller. So what also I do is, I'm not sure the the full operation of these controls, but that's a metal post that touches the contacts there on full throttle, and there's a metal post here that touches that contact there when you're on no throttle, 0 throttle. So what I like to do is clean those off. Sorry, I was just taking a bit blurry there, so I was just taking a look at that score mark that's on the back of the board, but I'm not too worried. So I've already loaded my cloth up with my contact cleaner, folded it up. Now I'm going, you see the post, just want to clean the post off. Clean the face of that contact. Sometimes it will clean up. Clean the other face and clean the post. There was a bit of, sorry, this keeps going in and out of focus, and that's that. Then I'll grab my other end of my cloth where I've inoxed up the corner, fold it over. I'm just going to clean that post, or wipe a bit on that post. I'm wiping that contact, pull the trigger, this side of the braking side of the contact, and the post where it would meet the contact. And that's done. That is fully cleaned as far as I'm aware. What I do actually like to do is just wipe around these switches so they can get a little bit dry. Sometimes your throttle might squeak. You'll find it's probably squeaking in here somewhere, either inside there or in here. You can sometimes get away with putting a really small thin bit of oil on there with the case on and everything, but obviously there will be excess oil on there. This isn't squeaking. I don't believe in putting oil on it if it's fine. So what I'll do, this is the trickier part now. That just slots into there. I've kept my screws in the outer clam. I'll just wiggle that into place. That screw there, that screw there. So what I'm going to do now is cover the 3 holes. Probably actually I won't turn it right upside down. Just pop a screw into there. There we go. There it is. A bit difficult doing this on camera, I must admit. So I've picked up a bit of excess hot glue that's been lying around. It's not been cleaned up. Right, that's gone in nice and square. That's what you're looking for. I can get in from under there and just spin that on. Providing it starts nicely, carry on. If it feels like it's binding, the moment the screw starts to turn into the nut, stop, take it out, or back it out and then readjust the nut, because it's probably starting to cross thread. Oh, no, it's that one. That's that. That's back together. I'll check that on the circuit in a moment. And that now is really smooth. I've got a little bit of play in the trigger before that would start to the car would start to sort of move a little bit. But now I've got that bit of play, which is nice. feel like I've got full control. Lovely. Thanks for watching. See you again.